Good morning, Marcellin College. As you may be aware, today is the International Day Against Homophobia, Biphobia and Transphobia, also known as IDAHOBIT Day. Now you may be wondering, why does IDAHOBIT Day hold relevance at Marcellin College, a Catholic school? So Marcellin staff will answer that question.
Because we all should feel safe, loved and have a sense of belonging.
Because we should be able to treat everyone with respect, regardless of their sexuality or gender.
Because here at Marcellin we believe in family spirit, where no one is left behind.
Because being accepting of others is being a good Maris and a good person.
Because all students should be made to feel welcome and appreciated as people created in God's image.
Because Marcellin College is an inclusive school where all have the right to feel valued and safe.
I think a key message of IDAHOBIT Day is allyship and supporting those who need to be supported. Stand up, speak out.
Because being Catholic means that we all love one another and we are more than just our sexual identity.
We would now like to invite you to watch the story of Jason Ball, a former Sydney Swans AFL player and recipient of the Young Australian of the Year Award for 2017. A warning that this video includes derogatory homophobic language and references homophobia.
In the last year, I've had so many young people sort of write to me to say that they've seen the story in the news and it's what gave them the courage to come out to their own family. You know, looking back at those years when I was wishing that I wasn't gay, you know, if I had the choice now, I wouldn't change who I am. If anything, the journey has made me a stronger, more resilient person.
Heel back to the bloke in the blue over here.
I went to Yarra Glen Primary and started playing footy for Yarra Glen Footy Club when I was about 5 years old. Didn't really get a kick for the first few years, but got stronger and as I got older and got to take home the best and fairest in under 10s and under 12s and 14s in Yarra Glen. I figured out that I was gay when I was about 13 years old, and at the time I thought that that was the worst possible thing I could be. You know, the word gay was used to mean bad or weak or soft or disgusting, and when I realised that that was me, that kind of crushed me. There was quite a few years where I tried not to be gay. I thought it'd be something that I could cure. That was pretty rough because, you know, in the end it's who I am and it wasn't something that I could fight. The lowest point that I got was I was probably about 15 years old before I'd told anyone that maybe it would be easier if I just didn't exist. I thought about taking my own life. I thought maybe that'd be easier than having to tell anyone about who I really was. I remember in high school, on the back of a toilet door, someone had written, "Jason Ball is a faggot." You know, as a kid growing up gay, you build a lot of resilience to that kind of thing. You know, I remember going in there and crossing it out, you know, so my name wasn't legible, but I don't even remember feeling anything at that time. It was all just part and parcel of life. When it came to, you know, telling mum and dad, I kind of took the attitude that, you know, if my sister doesn't have to come out as straight, then I shouldn't have to come out as gay, which is kind of like code for I'm petrified that they're going to be disappointed in me, so I don't want to bring it up ever, and I'd kind of avoid that conversation. You know, I remember driving in the car with mum at one point and she just said, you know, "Jace, you know that I love you no matter what." And I knew what she was talking about. Just made me feel like it was going to be okay. Your dad is kind of the one person that you're most afraid of telling that you're gay. You feel like that's going to be the biggest letdown, but, you know, he's just been so great. Couldn't have asked for anything more from him.
I actually had people in the street coming up and saying, "Oh, it's fantastic what Jason's doing, you know, I'm really proud of him, you must be proud of him." And it was all very positive. And it was the same at the footy club. All the boys just rallied around him and said, you know, "No problems, mate, you know, you're one of the players, you're one of our teammates," so there was no real issue.
The football club felt like the one place that I would never be able to come out. Homophobic slurs was sort of a regular part of the games and training, whether it was words like faggot and homo and pufta, and to me that was just a constant reminder that if my teammates found out that I wouldn't be accepted.
I can't see.
Yeah, that's all right. And they actually reached out to me to say that we know that you're gay and it's not a big deal to us. And to me, that felt like this massive weight was being lifted off my shoulders. I felt comfortable in that footy club environment. I felt like I could talk about anything. I felt like one of the boys. All of the fears I had about how my teammates would react to me, they weren't realised. And that's why I decided that I wanted to make my story more public. You know, it's one thing for me at a country level to come out and the people I play against know that I'm gay, but at an elite level, you've got all of the media attention and sponsorship deals, and I think it just becomes this added risk that people don't want to have to deal with. Part of it is because it hasn't been done, you know. No one wants to be first. Young people who are gay are 6 times more likely to suffer from depression or contemplate suicide. So there's a sense of urgency on these issues, and I think it really is about education and raising awareness.
Everybody is entitled to their own personal values and beliefs, but irrespective of these beliefs, every student in the Marcellin College community is deserving of respect.
As people come to terms with their sexuality, it's important that we make them feel accepted and comfortable in their own skin and around other people.
It's also important to understand that it's not our business who someone is attracted to or what their sexuality is. It's their personal journey and we don't need to be interfering with that.
Refrain from using derogatory terms towards others which are outlined in the video.
Thank you for your attention and watching this morning's video. If anyone is feeling uncomfortable or would like to reach out, a number of resources will be placed on campus and on the digital screens around the college. We'd also like to encourage you to book an appointment with one of our college counsellors. Thank you.